Hello, friends. Not a great time to talk to, but yes, it is the right time to talk to. I feel that we should talk, and talking is a really necessary part of our lives right now in this pandemic. This pandemic has done a lot to us. We have suffered a lot. Crores and crores of people have sacrificed a lot, and it's still not over. It's there, and I mean, it will be there for months and months. We don't know when it will be over. And through these times, I have been through a lot. Some of my close friends and mates know it really how tough has it been for me. Believe me, this has been the toughest phase of my life, and I have somehow sailed through it. I have been saved because of many of my friends, many of my mentors, and my close mates. So today in this video I'll be talking about a very sensitive topic which has been due for quite some time. I wanted to talk about it, but I didn't get time, or I didn't get that occasion to talk about it. And now I think I am in a state of mind that I can talk about it. So yeah, the topic is depression, or rather I would say it's not that general depression, the general sense of depression we have. It's the clinical depression I'm going to talk about. I'm not a medical professional, neither I am a scientist. I am a scientist technically of those computers, but I'm not a scientist of human beings. I don't know much about it, but so whatever reading I have done or whatever interactions with medical professionals I have had so far, based on that I would like to raise some points. The most important thing is when somebody goes through stress, I mean the stress has persisted for long, maybe months, maybe weeks, and that individual is really in a negative mood. By negative mood I would say the person is either crying, or either not willing to do anything, or is always thinking or taking every event happening with them in a negative manner. It's not that the individual is intentfully doing it all. There can be some chemical imbalances that can play the role. So by chemical imbalances, what we mean is there are some chemicals inside the brain that regulate our behavior, our mood. So by the biological setup, the chemicals get imbalanced. So if somebody is through stress and not doing physical activity and not active, not talking to people, then automatically the chemicals will get adjusted to a certain limit, and that will cause a lot of trouble to that individual as well as those who are associated with him or her. And I have lived it. My wife has lived it, my mother is living it, there are several friends who are living it. So clinical depression is to be treated by a professional. It cannot be consolidated by some good talks. It cannot be consolidated by some activity. Maybe you will go for some adventure, maybe you will go for a ride. You cannot get out of it just by doing that. Or even yoga or pranayama or whatever methods are there. Those will help you temporarily, but you will again get into that zone. So you have to take the help of medical professionals. Medical professionals can suggest you to go for medications, or can ask you to go for certain sessions with them. In those sessions you can talk to them, and they'll probably work on it to improve that chemical balance. So yeah, clinical depression is there, and there are medications. When we are talking about medications, don't think it as if you have gone mad or you have gone nuts and you're taking some medicines to reset your brain. It's not like that. You're adding something to your biology so that your body behaves well, your mind behaves well, your mood gets better. And these medications may have some initial side effects, but in the long run they'll certainly help you. Why these medications are better than just suffering? I mean, anything is better than suffering, right? I mean, this is obvious. But if you let yourself suffer, you know that somebody, I mean, among your friends or family is suffering and suffering and suffering, and you let them suffer, this is not ideal. You should do something about it, and these medications are some solution. But going to a professional and talking to them is a must in this scenario. So especially these few months, these last 5-6 months, if you look at, there has been a lot of negativity. Our regular lives have been limited to a very small 10 by 10 room, or maybe a 100 by 100 area. So that is what is causing a lot of depression now. And I have seen, like, some of the persons whom I admired a lot have done something really awful. One of my favorite professors has recently decided to quit. Now, when I used to have interactions with him, I used to feel that he is one of the best of the brains in the world. And when it comes to teaching, one of the best quality any teacher can have is they should be attentive and bothered about students whom they are teaching. They should personally take care of each and every student, which he used to do. It's a big loss to the entire academic community. You might be aware that there was an actor, popular actor, who also allegedly committed suicide. We still don't know what happened, but I do guess that it was again that clinical depression that caused this thing to happen. I have recently encountered a suicide from our area, from my city Berhampur, where a PhD student committed a suicide. Now, when you are under stress, you don't really know what exactly to do. You are always into negative thoughts. Now, these medications, what they will do is they'll stabilize your mood, or they'll do something else. They'll make you sleep probably, so that you don't end up taking the worst decision of your life. So that's the essence of my video today. Now, yeah, what do these medications do? These medications essentially, there is a common medication or class of medications which is known as SSRI. So these medications actually, what they do is they increase the amount of a chemical in your brain so that your mood is stable. By stable, we mean is like your mood is kind of happy and balanced. You are not extremely sad, you are not extremely angry. In that way, your mood gets balanced. So when somebody is in stress, this medication can really help. There are other medications which make you sleep. Now, when somebody is totally out of control, the medication can make him or her sleep, so that he or she can lead a slightly better life. Now, in this COVID-19 pandemic situation, it is difficult to reach out to a psychiatrist, a medical professional. So I would urge you that you still try to remotely connect with someone who can help you out. And if it is you, one of the friends, you must ensure that your friend gets that help. And there has been a lot happening in my life. I would be coming up with more videos. Let's see how things go up. Thank you.